Hey, fellow gamblers. So it's been about 3 months now since the Supreme Court ruled in favor of the state of New Jersey in the appeal of the Professional and Amateur Sports Protection Act. So this basically makes sports gambling legal now in New Jersey. So about a week ago, Draftkings released its sportsbook website and mobile app. I'm one of the lucky ones to live in New Jersey, so I thought some people would be interested in seeing what this looks like and how it works. Rather than show you on my small phone, I figured it'd be better to record my laptop screen. The mobile app is very similar to the website, so let's dive in. All right, let's log in here. I did have to install a plugin onto Chrome, which I think helps in checking my location, because obviously, you should only be allowed to use this if you're in the state of New Jersey. All right, so this is the home screen. I think the first time I logged in, there was a pop-up which was a quick start guide, and there were some good tips on there which I would suggest you go ahead and look into. One of them was a cash out feature, which was pretty cool, and I'll go into that later. But yeah, we'll go ahead and try to deposit some money. So I already had a daily fantasy account, so you can use the same username and login as you do with fantasy as for your sportsbook, and some of your money will transfer over. I did have $73 in here initially, and I was able to use that to make some bets. But then after depositing some more into my daily fantasy, I wasn't able to use that money. All right, so let me just walk you through the deposit process. So you have two different options here. You can deposit from credit card, debit card, or bank transfer. I initially tried a credit card. I used a Visa card, and it wouldn't work for me. I don't think Visa allows it yet. I was told by DraftKings to just go ahead and use MasterCard. I don't have a MasterCard, so I had to end up using a bank transfer. I tried doing it a bunch of times. I have Wells Fargo Bank, and it wouldn't go through. Just kept trying. Talked to support, called my bank up, made sure I had the right routing number and all of that, but eventually it went through. I'm not sure what I did differently. I don't think I did anything differently. And I was able to deposit it, $200 I chose. So let's go back and look at some of these bettings. All right, so we're here on the home page. Let's check it out. You can see at the top we have my bets. We'll check that out. You can see your history of all your bets that you've placed. I've placed two. They were settled a couple of days ago. Bet on the Mets. Bottom line, don't bet on the Mets. Live in-game. So you can go ahead and bet in the middle of the game. You can see the score right now. It's 2-1. Oh, it just got grayed out. So typically with baseball, you can only bet in between innings. Once the inning starts up, it doesn't let you bet up, but now it came back. So not really sure why that is, but you can bet in the middle of the game for baseball, basketball. Looks like there's a couple different things going on. I'm not going to bet right now in live game. Let's see. We have this bar here, which shows you, I guess, common bets. Let's go to the Eagles and Browns. They're playing tonight, preseason game. All right, so here are the odds. We have the Eagles +3. So the Super Bowl champion Eagles are getting 3, and the Browns didn't win a game last year. They're -3. And the odds are -108. So that means I got to bet $108 to win 100, or bet $112 to win 100 for the Browns. Or we can bet without any point spread, and if I bet $100, I'll win $148, or I'd have to bet $167 to win $100. So I know this is preseason, but this really doesn't make any sense to me. Why the Eagles or why the Browns are favored by so much. So, I'm just gonna go ahead and bet $20. You can see the odds or the payouts automatically calculated for you, which is nice. And I'm not sure what this button is. Prove odds. Anyway, yeah, I'll bet $20 on it. Placing the bet. Your bet has been placed. Total wager $20. Odds. Potential payout. And yeah. So, I'm not sure what this does. Keep selections in the bet slip. I would think if I go to my bets, it'll be there. Yep, right there. So what's pretty cool is there's this cash out feature. So you can cash out at any time. I can cash out right now, and that will, pretty much just give me $19 back. Now, say the Eagles go up by 7 points. This will probably change to above my initial bet of $20, and that'll go to maybe, $25. And let's say, maybe their backup quarterback gets hurt or their starting quarterback gets hurt. You can use this cash out feature to, cash out right away, if you don't think that bet's going to hold true. All right, so let's go back to the home. Any day now. All right. So you might have noticed this bet slip over here, and I get a free $50 bet. This is, they match your first initial bet up to $200 right here. So if your first bet is $200, you're going to get a free bet of $200. My first bet, I didn't know about that. My first bet was $50, so I get a first free bet, $50. I would definitely recommend to, take advantage of that free $200. All right, so let's go to the NFL. I'll show you a couple more things which are cool. They have parlays in here. I'm not going to go into what a parlay is, but they have it available. They have team futures, so basically predicting, who's going to win the Super Bowl, or you could pick who's going to win the division, or how many wins they're going to have in the regular season as well, which is cool. Player futures, wow, I haven't seen this yet. So I guess, how many yards each quarterback's going to throw for, over and under. Wow, they have rushing. They have a lot in here. So lots of different options. I have no idea what these odds are, if they're good or not, but you could research that yourself. Game props. If they go to overtime or not. I guess that's pretty cool. There'll probably be more for the Super Bowl and stuff like that. How long the national anthem's going to be and all that. All right, totals. Total points, odd or even. Oh, wow. So, yeah, ton of different options for football. All right, so I think I pretty much showed you all the different kinds of bets that you can do. Let's go ahead to this help section. I'll just show you this. They have a frequently asked questions section where you can go ahead and look at, what is a parlay, whatever you want, how to withdraw money. One of the things that was not listed here was, and I had a question about, was the taxes. So, I had to reach out to them, and there's actually this contact us section, which is nice. You could send an email to them, or you could actually chat with them. So I actually chatted with them and asked them, what happens, if you do win a large amount of money, how is it taxed? And they replied to me they said, if your winnings are more than $600, they send you a form, which is it's called a W-9 form, and then you have to, report your winnings, and the taxes are taken out depending on how much you win. So I was wondering, if they can give me a percentage on that, because I had read that the online gambling tax for the state of New Jersey was 13%, but they didn't have exact numbers on that or percentages. So, they weren't much help with that. But I would think that, it'd be around 13% if you win more than $600 at the end of the year. But you could withdraw, and you shouldn't have any taxes on them until the end of the year when you get that form, if you do end up winning. So I think that pretty much wraps it up. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and maybe this will get legalized in your state pretty soon.